Welcome to DCL TalkShow. This is our regular Thursday show is for First Division. So we'll be discussing about First Division 8 games and Division 2 we already discussed on Tuesday. And today I have Pradip and Imti with me. Imti will be joining a little late, but we will start with Pradip. Welcome to the show, Pradip.
Hey, thanks, Jagan. Another exciting week of Division 1 games. Some were one-sided, some were really close. Hopefully everybody's out and about, getting ready for the long weekend. Excited to kind of share what happened last week.
Okay, first break of the season for all the teams, long weekend. So, yeah. So by now, probably everybody might have played around 3 games, if not for rain-affected games. So, can we gauge teams with just three games into the season? What do you say?
Even though it's 25% of the games, I think it's still too early. You can identify certain trends, right? But I don't think you can say one team is definitely going to make it versus the other. If I have to use the example, RCB and IPL winning 6 games in a row and made it to the elimination round.
Oh, so that says you're watching IPL.
Yes, I am. You guys keep talking about IPL, so I ended up watching it. But yeah, so I think anything can happen in DCL, similar to any game. So you can identify trends, but I don't think you can say for certain one team's going to make it and the other won't, because there's still 9 games left. So
okay,
that's
wonderful.
my thought. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah. It's I mean, so DCL is DCL for a reason. It's very hard to predict till that at least you need 75% of the games done to at least call top 4 or 5. You know, if 6 are making it to the playoffs, sometimes even that last game is very important to make it to that 6th position.
Yeah.
And especially with
Go ahead.
Yeah, especially with the divisions, and top and second division, it's going to be a dogfight. The more deeper this league gets in,
Yeah,
but yet,
agree.
there are some. Yet there are some teams that, like for example, like I was looking at Dynamites, and they haven't made any Dynamites, and Canton Hurricanes. They look little weak. But as I said, it's too early to say. But yes, but if you look at the GLCC, KRCC, and Titans,
MCC Miles.
MCC Miles. I mean, especially, from Group A, KRCC, GLCC, Detroit Titans, Canton Hurricanes. If games end today, these 4 are out from playoffs, and KRCC and Canton Hurricanes being at the bottom. I mean, I think last 4 teams will swap, right? So being at the bottom, I see KRCC next year playing in the 2nd division, Canton Hurricanes playing in the 2nd division. And from the Group B, if game ends today, of course, MCC Miles is making it to playoffs if games end today. FCC, United Raptors, Hitmen, Dynamite. These are out of the playoffs, and Hitmen and Dynamites are looking into playing in Division 2. So that's as of today. I'm not saying Dynamites can't recover, Hitmen can't recover, or from Group A, I'm not saying KRCC is not recovering, Titans not recovering, KRCC, GLCC, Canton Hurricanes. all these teams have potential to recover quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
especially given the level of competition that's happening because of the divisions. Okay, sorry, I
Yeah.
talked a lot, and now
No.
I I, I allow
Let.
actual analysts to talk.
No, I mean you hit on some key points there because, and the other observation, right? Like I said, you can identify certain trends, but you also need to look at the games played so far. So, in with regards to Dynamites, I don't know who they played so far. GLCC.
Cross pool,
Um,
GLCC, and
yeah. Okay.
they played with Titans.
Yeah.
I think
So
there
yeah,
was one game which washed it out. I think.
yeah. Titans won. They should have made it competitive against Titans, but they didn't. But if you look at the matchups, the games played so far, right? At KRCC, for example, they played some good games so far. So I'm pretty sure the schedule probably will take them towards easier games later in the season. So you need to consider that as well. But long story short, it is still early. There is still an opportunity for the others to come back. I don't think so. Let me ask you this: so out of the 20, 16 will stay, right? The last four will go out, right? Or is it
Yes.
12?
Yes. No.
Okay.
16 will stay back here in this pool, and
Okay.
4 will swap. And the best
Yeah.
part about this one is, right now all these teams played with the opposite
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
that is.
it's not from same group, and
That's
that's
true.
that's that's going to be a different animal. Especially if you look at Group A, every
Yep.
team is capable of beating other team on a given day.
Yep. Yep. No, I
So
agree, and I think this is now that 3 weeks are done, the the actual competition starts, in my opinion, simply because every team's going to be playing the other team in the same pool, so they're all competing against each other for the same points, right? This is
they're all
when I
competing
think,
for the same points, but they might have already earned their bonus points. Bonus in the sense, suppose if you look
yeah,
at Gladiators, they played with opposite team, opposite group,
yeah,
yet they have
yeah,
10 points. Okay, so they are already
yeah,
on top of everybody else in the group by 2 games.
yeah,
Which is,
yeah,
yeah. So that's the advantage. Winning cross pool,
yeah,
you have advantage, and at the same time, uh, even if you lose, you still have a chance if you can beat the teams within your group.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And then just
I think
just because they don't make the playoffs doesn't mean that they're going to be ranked 16 to 20, right? So this is where the jockeying for points is going to come into play as the season progresses. And you're absolutely right. The opportunity to get points for both sides would have been playing those cross pool games of 3 games. Maximum number of points if you can earn the in that area, that kind of gets you ahead of the game slightly, so to speak.
yeah, that gives an advantage of 2 games which you can experiment.
Yep,
You know,
yep, agreed,
it's a loose talk, but
agreed.
yeah, and
Well,
okay.
that's our job, isn't it?
Okay, Imti is here. Welcome to the show, Imti.
Hey, thanks, Jagan. Thanks to all our
Um,
listeners again. Welcome to yet another episode of DCL TalkShow. Did you guys start off the games, or are we
no,
just
we haven't. We are
okay?
burning time until waiting for you.
Okay,
So,
apologies for that.
We didn't want to start with our star analyst,
Oh
MT.
my God. Okay, I'll take that
okay,
as a compliment. Yep.
okay.
Yes,
Then
it is a compliment. It is a
uh,
compliment.
let's quickly jump into our games then. Okay, the first game of the night is Detroit Titans versus Dynamites. Imti, your thoughts on this one?
Uh, well, again, just looking at the scorecard, it looked like a completely dominated game by Detroit Titans. Uh, for Dynamites, I think Arun Selvaraj was back in this game, but still he couldn't do his magic or get Dynamites across the line here. Uh, Detroit Titans, who batted first, put up a score of 100. Again, they also got all out in the last over. Uh, Again, I think the star of their batting lineup was Kalyan Tanjavuru, who is their premium batsman. Uh, who scored 40 from 54 balls with two sixers. Praveen Dige in the top, double digit, scored 12 runs. And then I think Amrit Yadav in the middle order, 16 runs. And then very late in the end, Ankesh Pratap also 13 from 13 run a ball. Uh, I think it is a decent batting score. Again, like revolving around Kalyan, I think that was a very, very good innings, patient innings there, facing 54 balls, scoring those 40 runs. I think was the core of their batting innings there. Put 100 runs. I think for Detroit Titans, I think this game was kind of crucial because I think they lost their first game and then the second game got washed out, and then this was the third game. So it was important for them to come to this winning terms. And I think batting was crucial for them when they batted first. Putting up that 100 runs was a good effort. On the bowling side for Dynamites, I think again Karthik Tinnanuru pick off the bowlers, 3 wickets in his 5 overs quota, supported by Rajkumar, Kushan Gajjar, both picking a couple of wickets each. Uh, Overall, I thought it was okayish performance. They could have got them a little lesser score, I thought, considering there was not uh, big partnerships in the middle. They could have put some pressure and got some more wickets and got them out for 80, 85. That would have been a real challenging score for them. Dynamite's going into bat, I think. Uh, Started off decently, stayed there for the first 4 overs without losing wickets. But then once the first wicket fell, I think wickets started falling at regular intervals. And then if you look at the scorecard also, like except for the Sai, their opener, who got into double digits, there is no other batsman who got into double digits. Vinod Periasamy tried to stay there in the middle, 8 of 26 balls, but absolutely no support from the other batsmen. Uh, Again, like got bundled out for 44, very uh, low score in the chase. I think it was all thanks to Parag, who was their pick of the bowlers. Took 5 wickets in his 4 overs for 9 runs. I think that was an excellent spell of bowling. Parag Karwade, again, like one of the leading wicket takers of last season, I think has come back and found his mojo in this game. I think this is a very good bowling performance from their bowling unit. Restricting the opponents for 44, really no chance for Dynamites to even get anywhere close in the chase. Couple of points to note here is Arun Selvaraj. I know he's coming back after missing the first 2 games, if I remember. But last couple of seasons, what I've observed is Arun Selvaraj is at his best when he opens the innings. So I think Dynamite should go back to that winning formula. Again, I'm not sure about Sai Gogineni and Vishnu if they are able to play at any other spots, but I think Arun Selvaraj would be the best if he can open the innings for Dynamites.
I would pick Arun Salvaraj any day over the other two openers for sure. There's
Yeah,
there's no
uh,
second thought also in that.
yeah,
Okay.
because again, like that season where he was batting in the as an opener, I think it did wonders for the team, and the team really performed well. When you have such a combination and the winning things going, I think you should kind of stick to that and build around it instead of trying to experiment a lot, is my thought. Again, overall a very good game for Detroit Titans because this puts them on the points table. They got their first win of the season, and I think this will just keep them going. On the other hand, I think Dynamites, this is their second loss, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Second.
Yeah, so bottom of the table, I think they need to start winning and get onto the points table too. So
Yeah, in the both the games they lost pretty bad. That's a worrying part. Okay, and see, if you look at the scorecard, Titans, most of the runs. I mean, see, the extras are just 8 runs. Remaining all came off the bat.
hmm
That's a good sign.
right.
Uh, good sign for Titans batting wise, and you know, and your prime bowler is taking 5 wickets is definitely going after the break. I'm sure they'll they'll go into the break with a great confidence.
hmm
Anything to add,
No, I think I'm
Yeah.
good.
Imti?
Well, I have something to add. I have an observation to make. Um, Titans scoring
Yeah.
100 at Borden is just impressive because every other game at Borden has been a really low scoring game. And I don't know how they managed to put up 100 runs here, but that's an impressive performance, I would say.
Good observation. Yeah, I like that. The next game is Hawks versus MCC Miles. Pradip.
Yeah, so Hawks won the toss, and they got a great start from Shashin and Praveen. They got 20-run partnership
Uh,
and
I
tried
I
close to,
personally like Shaheen.
yeah.
He's a
And
very good bat.
I agree. And Shashin scoring 10, Praveen scoring 27 runs. What I don't understand is how does the rest of the batting collapse? They got the partnership early. They got a good score early, and scoring 50 plus 50. I don't know what was it, 57, I think. Yeah,
Score?
57. Yeah, after that
Yeah.
good partnership between the two openers, uh, it's not really good because the only other guy who scored any kind of meaningful runs was Sarvana, but everybody else ones and twos and ones and twos, and uh, I don't know if again this is a Borden pitch, so I guess things can happen drastically, but losing 8 wickets in what 28 runs, that is
Yeah.
bad
See,
after getting a good start.
their third wicket is at 34, fourth wicket is 40, fifth wicket is
Yeah,
40, sixth wicket is
yeah,
51, seventh wicket is 51, eighth wicket is 55. That's it. 57,
yeah,
57 all out.
yeah. That's what I would look at. I agree the pitch might have played some role there, but the other guys were able to put on some runs. So you have to build on that good start, and it looks like Hawks failed to do it. Jashwant for MCC Miles, being the pick of the bowler, taking 4 wickets for 12 runs. Pranit taking 2 wickets for 16, and everybody else kind of contributing a wicket each. But MCC came back and after a bad start on the bowling side, managed to get some wickets at constant intervals to kind of go and defend or at least come in and score 57. But it looks like MCC had the same challenge, with the exception of Rahul Chinna scoring 24 runs in 31 balls and Venkatesh scoring 11 runs. They lost quick wickets too, so it looks like Borden is a pitch that most likely will end up with lots of low-scoring games, and that's what I was impressed about Titans scoring 100 in the same ground, not in the same ground, but same venue, I guess. Yeah. So Naresh and Shashank for Hawks taking wickets there. I think they have the pretty good bowlers. I think they have their ace bowlers, right? So Shashank taking 4 wickets, Naresh taking 3, but not a whole lot to write about. MCC Miles made it interesting towards the end, losing 8 wickets, but it looks like MCC Miles is getting into a habit of winning low-scoring games. So, or at least this time they were chasing. So, good for MCC Miles. Congrats to them. Hopefully, they don't make games going forward interesting. Hopefully, they can win with bonus points because those bonus points are going forward are going to make a lot of difference. So, but all in all, MCC Miles a good win for them, and hopefully build some confidence on that on top of it.
Okay. The next game of the night is KRCC versus United Raptors. Imti, before we get into this game, I want to tell you an incident that happened in this game. I
Hmm.
think KRCC batting on last wicket, and it was last ball. I think last ball or last ball maybe. Last ball, 2 runs required or something like that. The bowler tried to Mankad. Uh, but he slipped, and a ball slipped from his. When he tried it, it did not hit the wickets, and
Mm-hmm.
and uh, batsman end up taking one run there, tying the game. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there was a confusion about the rule there. You know, bats because the bowler tried to get the uh, run out. Uh, the argument was they can take run,
Mm-hmm.
and the and the other team is, run out is allowed, but the ball is dead. If whether it is hit the wicket or it is not hit the wicket, whether batsman is out or not, ball is not counted as well. It's not. Um, they cannot take a run. I mean, it's ball dead. Once you call it's a ball is dead, there's
Mm-hmm.
no way you can get runs out of that ball. So there was some argument at the end. So they ended
Right.
up calling me. There was even I got confused. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Give me 5 minutes. I have to go check the rules." So I ended up checking the rules, and finally it got resolved quickly. And that's the reason I sent that video to in
Got
our
it.
group.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so this for Mankad, a lot of people have, say recently they changed the rule. That's what they said. I don't know what what is the change. I did not understand that part at all. But it's the same as before.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So
it's
what our understanding is, I think the rule still remains the same, but they added another point to it, is what I understood. But again, sorry, go ahead and finish your thought.
no, no, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what the question. Then, if you can answer that one, we will jump into the game.
So the question is about what was added.
Yeah, what was added, and there are two parts to this one. The three parts that we need to explain. Or at least two parts. What is bowling strike, and you know, based on that rule, and what happens if bowler misses that or hits that, or batsman is out or batsman is not out. What happens after that? A lot of people don't know. So that's where we have to give some education to the people.
Okay. So on the first part, the rule itself, again, like I don't want to comment without knowing, so I did not go through the rule. But my understanding is like Mankad is only valid when there is an attempt to get the batsman out, and if the bowler misses, the Mankad doesn't even come into picture. So it's a straight away dead ball at that point.
Dead ball, yeah.
Only if the bowler is able to dislodge the stumps, then one cut comes into picture, and then you also look at the bowler's stride, whether the bowler is in action, completed the action, or hasn't started the action.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think in this case, my understanding, again, I just quickly checked the video before the show, and I think the bowler completely missed the stump. So I think that completely negates the point of Mankad. There is no Mankad in question at all because the ball did not even hit the stumps at that point, right? So it's straight away dead ball, and I think that ends the dispute. That should have ended the dispute there itself.
There
But again,
itself.
I think the Mankad rule itself uh, was interpreted in a way where it comes into effect after the ball hits the stumps. But again, this is the first time again that I am also experiencing this, and like again happening so close in our league. So this is the first time I even thinking along these lines, right? So my thought, absolute first instinct would be it's a dead ball. So there is no other point there. But then I was also reading about this online, and then kind of observed a few points. So one is there could be three outcomes basically here. One is a dead ball. Second is if you still consider this as a mankading action, will the batsman be able to score off it? So in my opinion, no.
No.
The batsman should not be able to run.
Yeah.
The third point is, so this is very interesting. What I thought was, so the umpire can deem this as a no ball. Third option. Why? I'll give you the reason why. Because
Mm,
the bowler did not hit the stumps, so he is in the bowling action, and if the umpire thinks that he was completing the bowling action and released the ball, and it was out of reach of the batsman, or he threw the ball instead of bowling, so like the throw, like the chucking.
So you
If
mean
you bring that
after
into picture,
the bowling
yeah,
stride, after the bowling stride? Okay,
right.
it's like technically releasing the ball. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If the
Okay.
umpire considers that as a releasing the ball and then considers that a no ball, that is an interesting observation I thought when I was reading online. So these could be the three things that can be the outcome of the event that happened. But in
Actually,
our
see,
opinion, the first instinct,
the
I think it's
yeah,
dead ball. So
the third point, I like the third point that it, I never thought in those lines, but good that you brought up.
yeah, again, like it all depends on the umpire. If the umpire deems it as a completed action at that point, because so it's kind of negating the rule itself, right? So Mankad only comes into picture if the bowler hasn't started his bowling action.
Hmm,
But if the
correct.
bowler is deemed as completed the action and attempted to do a Mankad, then Mankad is out of the picture, and then this no ball should come into the picture,
No ball
in my
should come into
opinion.
the picture. So suppose if bowler did not release the ball after you know that round arm,
Hmm.
okay, then then umpire cannot call that one as Mankad. Sorry, no ball, right?
Correct.
It's again
Yes.
it becomes dead ball.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
running.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So again, I think all part
So
of the
I mean,
like
it all depends on.
right. But I think I just like I said, I watched the video. I think umpires did a good thing that they took their time, called the committee, because this was never this never happened, at least like as a umpires or like first hand experience for us in the league. So this is a good thing that I think umpires took a good call, called the committee, took their time, and I think you also took your time to respond, because you don't want to give out a wrong decision for for a very important game like this, right? Very close game. So your thoughts, Pradip Bhai, or maybe Jagan, if you want to add anything.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
I don't know. I don't know much about monitoring, so I can't comment.
I have
It's
see,
it's one of those really confusing rules, I think.
yeah,
So that's why. So
I
you
do.
can't escape with that answer, Pradip Bhai, because Jagan shared the video long ago, like at least 3-4 days ago, because he did mention we will discuss about this. So
Yeah, no comments.
okay. No, that's safe. Like again, like when we don't know, it's better not to comment. Yeah. So I respect that.
Gabaji sent a text. In the third case, batsman will not be out even if successful Mankad, and it's not a no ball. You mean
So he's
uh,
responding to the third point that we were discussing.
third point? Yes, yes.
Okay. So can you repeat his statement, please?
Okay. In the third case, batsman will not be out even if successful Mankad. That is true. There's no doubt about that one. And it is not a no ball. That's what he says. What he's trying to say is, in the third point, the bowler has taken his stride, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. At that time, the Mankad is out of picture, and he completed his action and hit the wickets, and the batsman is outside. But by then, he completed his bowling stride, right? So
Yes. So
it cannot be called out,
agreed.
and it cannot also they cannot also call it no ball. That's what he's
Correct.
saying.
Agreed. So the third point that we were discussing is in the case where the bowler did not hit the stumps. So when the bowler is hitting the stumps, we have clear rules laid out about mankadi. Okay. So there is no question or confusion when the bowler hits the stumps. So I think the third point that we were discussing was a specific case when the bowler did not hit the stumps, and it can be considered as a no ball. Just to clarify.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense, but I hope it I made sense. But yeah.
Okay. Gabaji sent another text says basically every
Okay.
Mankad attempt is dead ball or out. That's what he's saying. Okay, that's a good
Okay.
observation. And see, I have this. I was looking at the Raptors that last ball thing. So
Mhm.
suppose if I'm running in as a bowler, I'm running in with the intention of Mankadings the runner. Okay. What if I take couple? As soon as I I um I came close to the wicket. I know that close to the stump. I know that the batsman is also going to run with me, right? So I give that push, and batsman runs, and then I turn around and can I run him out
Honestly, when I saw the video
without?
for the game, the Raptors
That's
game,
how I
Raptors
felt.
versus KRC, I also felt the same thing. But again, like there could be multiple perspectives of how you view it. So uh, again, in the context of the game, I think umpire should just take the best decision that he can at in his opinion, because we have the luxury of watching the video slow motion,
Yeah,
repeat
yeah,
it, and re telecast it, right? So we can definitely talk lengths about it. But I think eventually whatever decision was taken, I think I really respect that. I think that was a good
yeah.
decision at the moment.
Yeah. It's a good decision. There is no doubt about that one. But it's a very confusion. Uh, uh, what do you call? It generates a lot of confusion,
Yes,
especially this Mankad thing.
yes.
Okay. And in the DCL, sometimes it may lead to a lot of issues also if the
Because the
game is
very
on
the,
the
the
line.
very basis of the rule, the bowler stride is not clear, right? So what do you call as a bowler stride, right? So somebody could be just standing and rotating his arm to deliver. Somebody could be running in and doing the jump and delivering. So it's different for different bowlers, right? So that
The
variable
moment
stride, yeah.
that's again judgmental call. Umpire has to observe where the ball is getting delivered.
Mhm.
Okay. If somebody is like Malinga is bowling, the ball comes from side arm, right? It won't cross your head. The moment your hand is above your head, it's called, you are ready to bowl.
Mhm.
Okay, you're in the stride. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's a long discussion.
Yep.
We can
Yeah.
burn all entire hour on this.
So yep. So Mankad has been a big point of discussion and confusion at the international level. So so we are just here
Yeah,
discussing for our local league, right? So yeah, again, like as long as there are these incidents happening, I think people will get more educated about it, and then maybe uh, we get clarity on the rule itself. So hopefully we don't have to discuss about Mankading going forward, but let's see what happens.
yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. Actually, the actual game is United Raptors versus KRCC. So, because of this incident, uh,
No,
we
that's fine.
started with
We
that.
had to
Yeah,
discuss this point, right? So,
yeah,
yeah, again, going into the game, so this was a very close game, and I think nerve by a very nail-biting finish, nerve-wracking for Raptors, and I think Raptors kind of held their nerve to win this by one run in the end. It went down to the very last ball. Uh, Looking at the scorecard, United Raptors, who batted first, played the entire 25 overs, checkbox there, scored 97 against the bowling lineup of Knight Riders. I thought that was a very good effort. Again, considering the fact that the 97 runs scored, Pradip Bota scored 54 of those runs, forming the foundation, the core where everybody else rotated along with him. And like I think Pradip Bota, like we have been saying in the last couple of shows, he needs to bat up the order that he did in this game, and I think you can see the result. So he along with Akhilesh Katipalli, who scored 19 from 44 balls, I think that was the innings where it laid the foundation. They made sure that they did not lose wickets in the first 10, 12 overs, many wickets in the first 10, 12 overs, and that kind of formed the foundation. But then again, like once you cross that, you see Krishna Chaitanya scored 9 from 13, and then you have like all single digit scores, and then that's why I think they couldn't cross the 100-run mark. So if at least one other batsman could have stayed there, scored double digits in the process, they could have crossed that 100-run mark. But again, a beautiful innings from Pradeep Bota, 54 from 79 balls, including two fours. I think this is his style of innings where he accumulates the runs, and I think it's very good to see him getting in form here. Bowling front for KRCC, Sahesh and Teja were among the wickets, picking 3 wickets each. The other bowlers being economical but not among wickets. I think they missed Tamimoni in this game for sure. That could have made a lot of difference. But overall, I think United Raptors, who batted first, putting up 97, would have given them confidence against KRCC's batting lineup. Uh, KRCC going into the chase, definitely they have the batsmen that can chase the score down. And I think they also started off very well. They stitched partnerships. The first wicket, 17 runs. Second wicket, 18 runs, 18, 19 runs there. And then the third wicket also close to 30 runs. So they were they knew what they were doing. They were going steadily. The first four batsmen all getting into double digits. Hemant 12, Sahesh 20, Vihar Vaidya 20, Shivpal Rana 20. And I think suddenly something could, like, I don't know what got into their head, but somehow something changed after the 15th, 16th, or the 17th over, where they suddenly started losing wickets. Because at one stage they were 5 for 82, and from there losing, getting all out for 96. I think that was an absolutely fantastic comeback by Raptors. Again, I haven't watched the entire game on YouTube, but I hope it was good bowling. Uh, and not bad shot making or shot selection from KRCC batsmen, because if that is the game, they had no business losing this game, because 82 for 5 and losing a game that you're chasing for 98 is not acceptable. KRCC, I think, needs to look into this and introspect what went wrong there for them. But I think for Raptors, Kiran Boinpally was their pick of the bowlers, 3 wickets. I think he kind of picked those wickets in that lower middle order for KRCC and made the game change from KRCC's favor into Raptors' favor. But overall, I think this game went all the way down to the wire, so it could have been anybody's game. But I think in the end, after that not controversial, but that interesting event that happened on the very last or penultimate ball, I think Raptors holding their nerve and winning this would have given them the very much needed confidence and that winning points on the table.
Yeah, though everything happened on the last ball, and it's the normal, you know, back and forth talk. Other than that, both were very sportive about the decision. Nobody made any fuss after umpire called it.
And kudos to both the
Okay,
captains, I think. Yeah, again,
yeah,
like I said, KRCC looked like we're in control of this game for almost 80 or 75% of the game, but somehow they ended up on the losing side. So that's how cricket is funny. So
yes. This is the second game
not
they lost, and the first game they lost was against MCC Miles. I watched that one, and this one, in both games, one observation I made is Hemant got run out. So that's something,
interesting. Yep.
yeah, he has to look into, because see, the game that I watched, he didn't give any opportunity to any bowler, and he was attacking. It's not like he's trying to defend all anything like that. He was attacking. He's middling. Um, he's playing safe. He's going aerial whenever required. If ball is there to hit, but the way he got run out that day shocked me. Still, you know,
Hmm.
uh, it, nobody in the world can get out like that, run out.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, in this game also he was run out. So
Interesting observation. Both
just
games, Heyman getting run out. Yep, that's a
run
good
out.
call.
So
Hmm.
is that a vulnerability? Is that a habit? you know, or
I
he's
would be interested to know if it was the same partner in both occasions.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
doubt
Yeah,
it's
so
not,
so
but
the other thing too is there are 4 runouts on this side, right?
yeah,
That's not just um, an accident. It looks
mm,
like I understand they're chasing. The game was close, but those 4 runouts I think might have cost them their game.
yeah, no doubt about that. And the moment, see what I observed from last game against Bulls to now is the moment they are panicking, they are getting out. They are getting
yeah.
run out, all that stuff. Those bad shots, all that stuff is coming out. Okay, we talked enough about that game. And the next game of the night is Detroit Bulls versus Canton Hurricanes. Your thoughts, Pradip?
Yeah, this was a totally one-sided game. Um, they the Bulls had a shaky start, but the second and third wicket partnership was just amazing. Put them in a position to score 100 runs there. Who are these guys who scored? Give me 1 second. Yeah, so Tanmay, again, it looks like Tanmay and Omkar are in form, and they continue to score a lot of runs. And Omkar seems to be doing magic with his bowling as well. So there's something going on there. But yeah, so they got a great start and set the stage up for a big total. Even though I don't know what did they score? 84, not 100. Sorry. Yeah, they set the stage up for a big total, but they didn't capitalize on it. I don't know why. It looks like Hurricanes came back strong. It looks like Mr. Javed and Jaffer took 4 wickets each. I don't know, is Javed a spinner? Not Javed, Jaffer. I haven't seen Jaffer bowl yet, so I don't know if he's a spinner or a medium pacer, but yeah, off spinner. So it looks like the spinners did the deal here in restricting Bulls to 84. All in all, 84 is a decent enough total to defend for the Bulls bowling, but it's also if you keep your wickets, you can get to 84 in 25 overs. I don't think that's too much of a challenge, but obviously Bulls bowling is pretty darn good. So Canton, there is not a whole lot to write about their batting. Hari is the only guy who got to double figures. Anil and Prabhu scoring 7 and 8 each. And I think the next highest was extra 6. One observation here, Canton Hurricanes bowling was extremely disciplined. Only 6 runs extras, which is kind of surprising. In spite of that, they gave up 84 runs. But anyway, yeah, so not a lot to write home about, but Omkar on the bowling side taking 4 wickets for 8 runs, and Molarsen taking 3 wickets for 9. Pretty much wrapped up the Canton lineup. So it was totally one-sided, not a lot to write about, not to get too excited about Canton's batting. And Gina and of course Vikas taking a wicket each. Yeah, so not it's totally one-sided, not a lot to kind of talk about, I guess, in this game.
Okay, so whenever I hear this name Omkar Atre, the game um, uh, that comes into my mind is there was this corporate cup last year, and there was this game between Bench versus Ford.
Ford.
It was replayed for some reason. We had to conduct the game again, and Imti was missing because of the personal reasons. Aaron Imti, I'm talking about Aaron Imti, and the last over was bowled by Omkar Atre, if I remember correctly. And I still don't understand. I did not get why Omkar Atre was bowling that over when you have Hemant there, who is an awesome bowler when compared to, especially in those tight situations. I asked some of the players, bench players. I was told he was out of form that year. I mean, so, but that's a strange call. But Imti was not there, so I cannot ask Imti what happened, why happened, all that stuff. Okay, let's quickly get into our next game. The next game of the night is Red Devils versus Legends. We thought it's going to be a very close game, and it's
It
it
I think it met our
is.
expectations, if I can
Yes.
say.
Next few games I met our expectations for sure.
That's good. So, yeah, this game, I think, a low scoring thriller, in my opinion. Red Devils got who batted first. Again, an interesting point here is Legends won the toss and elected to bowl. So, obviously, there is something in this board and wicket, probably. Uh, that made them do that decision. So Red Devils, who batted first, were only able to score 53 runs and got all out in the 20th over. So first observation is not playing the entire 25 overs. In the batting scorecard, if I look at Raj Matharu and Chanakya Lokam were the only notable performances. Raj scoring 17 from 37 balls and Chanakya scoring 21 from 37 balls. Other than that, really not much support there. Uh, the lower middle order like kind of collapsed, and I think it was some brilliant bowling there from Sai Pratap of Legends, who ended up picking a fifer in his 5 overs, 5 for 11. Well supported by Guru Naga and the other bowlers all among wickets. So if you look at this batting scorecard, I think it was the wicket also doing helping the bowlers there. Like Pradip Bhai was mentioning, all the Borden games were kind of low scoring. So definitely some part being played by the ground there. Overall, not taking away anything from the Legends bowling unit, I think they did a fantastic job restricting Red Devils for 53. A batting lineup which boasts Navpreet Singh, Gagan Singh, Chanakya, and also uh, one more batsman, Akib. Uh, like restricting them for 53 was a great effort, I thought. When you look at 53 going into chase, definitely it should be in your favor. But I think this game took a different turn because in the chase, Legends were all over, uh, like not going anywhere with the chase. They were at one point no, 7 down for 25 runs in like 13th over. So there was absolutely no foundation or any sort of in the beginning. If you see all single digit scores, and then I think it was Guru Naga and Rahul Kumar who kind of put some effort to stay there and stop that wicket flow and got some runs. If you look at the scorecard, 16 extras from Red Devils, I think, is definitely the difference between both the teams. If you take out those 16 runs, I think Legends would not have crossed the line. 30% of the runs, 16 out of the 54 were extras, and I think that definitely helped Legends to win this game. Just being a little honest here, if not, Legends would have been, I think, on the losing side in this game. Bowling efforts from Red Devils: Navpreet Singh 3 wickets, Satish Chodipalli 2 wickets, and Raj Mataru also 2 wickets. I think they they did very good in defending that low score, but unfortunately the extras playing the spoil sport for Red Devils. But again, if you look at in hindsight, I think Legends crossing the line, getting their second win, and looking good so far. But I think if you're faltering in the chase of 54, I think they need to kind of introspect as well. Red Devils, on the other hand, started off very well. The first game won with 80 odd runs, a huge win. But then the second and third games, they are ended up on the losing side. So hope it's a bad phase and they quickly bounce back, because Red Devils is one of the top teams that we have been looking out for, and also hoping that they will make the playoffs and give some good competition going forward.
See, Red Devils is a great team. And there's no doubt about that one with Raj, Gagan, Chanakya, Navpreet. These guys can win the game single-handedly any day. That's why probably a lot of people they
Mhm.
don't know about Raj. I know him. His he is a stylish batsman as well as brutal hitter.
Yes, he's
Uh,
he's one of the like premium batsmen in DCL has seen over the years. I know
yeah,
he played for
yeah.
Raptors and also
Raptors. I was shocked when I saw him here. He
right.
okay.
So one more thing is like Rahul is missing. Swarna Rahul is missing in the lineup. Like all the three
I
games he has
asked
not
this
played.
question in our last show, right? I asked this question, and Venkat said
They're
they're
distributing the
playing.
load.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't distribute Swarna Rahul. Like I mean, I don't know. I love when Raj is Gagan, Chanakya, all these are playing here. I
Mhm.
would any day. I'll play Swarnara out
Yeah, I think
in
for
that
Red Devils, it
game.
is important that Navpreet gets amongst the runs because that will make a huge difference for them. Once he gets among the runs, I think automatically the scorecard will look different. The batting unit will look different. So
Yeah, and I don't know who's the captain, who captained this team, and
I see Venkat
let
Kolla in the lineup, so I'm assuming he should.
okay. So I must say uh, one thing, with with all these great guys, great group of talent, how he's managing is I would say amazing. All these
Chanakya
are
is there
leaders
in the
in their
lineup,
own
right?
way.
So Chanakya is in the like he has right. So Chanakya has led the team in the past, so I think you do have few people who have that ability to lead this team. So yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, let's quickly jump into our next game. Our next game of the night is Gladiators versus Pokeries. What a game is this one. Pradeep, your thoughts. I mean, I have no words about this game.
I
Yeah,
called
this
it out right
this
last week. So
Yeah.
yeah,
and
I
okay, maybe after this game
go
we'll
ahead.
talk.
Go ahead. Yeah, no. So this is another. There's a new theme emerging, with the exception of a few games, but I would categorize this as another low-scoring, close game at Borden's. um, Glads, they, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here with Glads batting. With the depth that they have, 56 is definitely below par for them. The only two guys with in double digits was Shan and Hardeep. The good news for Glads is Hardeep is slowly coming back into form. I think Glads definitely need Hardeep's bat as the season progresses. So that's positive, but he got run out. But the only other guys were Satya 7 and Umair 7, and Jawad scoring 5. But there's nothing beyond those four guys, right? And I don't. Glads definitely need to look at their batting lineup and see what's going on, and maybe move things around a little bit. It looks like Arjun opened this game, which is surprising. I don't think he's match ready yet, but maybe they're trying him out, getting him into form. I don't know, but yeah. So this definitely is a below par score for Glads batting, even though it was at Borden. I think the Raptors game was at Borden's, and surprisingly, it was an afternoon game. I don't know if there was something going on at Borden's in the afternoon games, but something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to write here except that the bowling was really good by Pokeries. Sudarshan taking 4 wickets, Vicky and Priyesh taking 2 each, and then Raghu taking another wicket. So yeah, it you know I think 9 extras I think is okay, but I'm not sure for a total of 56. But that tells me that 47 runs were scored off the bat, which is not, in my opinion, acceptable for a team that's got so much batting depth. And I'm pretty sure there's a few others that are missing. But long story short, below par batting performance by Glads, and even though they made the game interesting, Pokeries. And one more thing I wanted to mention. Surprisingly, when was the last time you guys have seen where Glads have been all out below 20 overs? They still had 5 overs left, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
After
yeah, that is that is a little surprising to me. But anyway, so Pokeries made it interesting, but they had plenty of overs to score 57. That did definitely make it interesting, even though they got a decent start from their openers and Vignesh as well. The middle order was a little shaky. They made it interesting towards the end, but they finally pulled it off. I think the experience is slowly now helping Pokeries win some close games, and of course, taking the revenge against the last year's finals was probably a good feeling. Even though I'm pretty sure Pokris would argue that they would have rather won the finals than this game. But a win is a win. Congratulations to Pokris on winning a close one. And I I think Pokris are the team to beat this year. They beat some really good teams. They won all three games. And I'm getting more and more confident about this Pokris team. They got a couple of spinners, so that's a good news because I think that's a winning formula in DCL. It's having good spinners on your roster. Congrats to Pokris. I am slowly joining that bandwagon of Pokris now. I think they've shown time and time again that they can win close games.
And this is my observation. Somehow I felt like um, you know they I'm searching for a right word here. Um, it's not protect. It's not what do you call. They didn't expose Manoj Prabhakar to gladiators in this game. Manoj Prabhakar, he bowled in other games. Somehow he did not bowl in this game. That's one observation I made. Is it deliberate or not? I don't know. Imti, do you want to add anything on this game before we go to our next game?
Yeah, just a couple of points.
Yeah.
I know Pradip Bhai mentioned about Arjun Ajbani opening. I did see the video for a bit, the game video. He was definitely not match ready. He was limping when he was trying to take runs. Second point, Hardeep Singh, he's getting runs, but I think he's playing out of his character, which is not his usual style of batting, like the slow strike rate. I think he's trying to be more, what do you call it, like try to stay at the wicket and stabilizing, which is not his game in my opinion, because you have a lineup where anybody can score runs in Glads, right? So I think you just go out and play naturally, and that's their style of batting for Gladiators. And then I think Pokeris, on the other hand, I think the three games that they have played would have given them immense confidence, beating strikers after being behind, beating Red Devils, a premium team like Red Devils with that superstar lineup, and then now Gladiators. I think Poker is the team to beat. And like not only you, Pradip Bhai, I think many of our DCL folks would be on the Pokeris bandwagon this season. So
yeah, I agree.
Okay, the next game of the night is painful for me and happy for Imti. Stars versus GLCC. Okay. Imti, your thoughts?
well, again, this was a very good game for Stars, like putting up a good score on the board and able to defend that against GLCC's lineup. Going into the details, Stars batted first after winning, after actually another interesting. So GLCC won the toss and elected to bowl. I was curious to know the reason.
I came to know after the game.
So yeah, I was curious to know. I did ask KK about it, and he did say something. I can't recollect the exact reason he said, but yeah, it was a little surprising at that moment. So Stars went into bat again. Like the main thing that we talked about before this game was if you're batting first, we just want to preserve the wickets in the beginning and then take advantage of it in the second half of the innings. And I think that's what we tried to stick to, and that's what kind of worked out for us. Deepak, Zishan both opened. If you see, Deepak played an uncharacteristic innings, 5 from 29, but then Zishan fell early. I think Teja, who was playing the first game of the season, hit his stride right away and got that beautiful half century, 56 from 53, which included 5 huge sixers. Again, like at the halfway mark, we were around 34 for 2, if I remember.
Yeah,
sorry for the background noise. Yep.
By the time before the break, I was in the parking lot. In the very first over, by the time I reached the field, the first over, after a break after the first over is done, I heard he ended up hitting 3 sixes or 2 sixes in that over.
2 sixes in that over, yeah. So after the break, immediately after the break, the 2 overs after the break, the 13th and the 14th over kind of changed the innings, the momentum of the innings, where we got some runs, and Teja hit three sixers in the process, and like suddenly the score from 34 for 2 went to 62 for 2 in 14 overs. So I think that's where it kind of changed. The dynamic of the game changed, and then runs were freely flowing. Then again, at some point, Teja got out playing a very loose shot again for his standards. It was not expected. He got out, and then a couple of wickets fell, and again, like the score looked like it would kind of end up below 100. Uh, some beautiful bowling from Hemant at that point. Like he picked up a couple of wickets in a single over. But I thought in this game, Mahesh and Arun kind of provided that innings where they made sure they did not lose their wickets, scored run a ball innings, 19 from Mahesh, Arun 15 staying not out. And eventually we crossed the 100-run mark and got to that 121. Uh, I think it was crucial that Mahesh and Arun's innings were crucial in getting us to that 120-run mark, because once Teja got out, it was looking again like, because some beautiful bowling from GLCC, good comeback. We were looking at around 100 first to get across 100, but eventually we ended up scoring 121. Bowling lineup again, like I said, Hemant bowled brilliantly. His 5 over spell, picking 4 wickets. Kaushik, although he went for some runs, picked up 2 crucial wickets of Teja and Sai Tota. Then Akash, Prabhu, and Pradip, Konreddy, Rakesh Miriala, all doing their regular stuff, and uh, supported Hemant in this bowling effort. 121 was kind of a little higher, I thought, on the higher end for GLCC chasing, but the lineup that they had batsmen until number 12, number 11, so it was not impossible. Definitely, they just needed one or two players to stick there and kind of steer the innings. I thought they started good, even though Kaushik was out quickly. But I think Murli and Akash kind of stitched a partnership for the second wicket. But once Akash got out, I think it was some bad shot selection from the batsman that came in, and somehow I've never seen Ajit or Akash or Prabhu playing these kind of rash shots and getting out. So it was a little surprising, because if they had stayed at the wicket, definitely there were runs coming. Pradeep Konreddy tried to stay there, 27 balls for his 8 runs, and then Nitin Reddy Karna very, very low down the order. He also showed some character there, and I think that was a kind of innings that was needed in the middle and the top middle of the chase, and that did not happen. Overall, I thought this was a little disappointing batting performance from GLCC. Got out all out for 80 in the 19th over, but definitely if there was one or two batsmen who stayed there, this would have been an interesting game, I thought. Bowling front for stars, like everybody among wickets. I thought it was very decent bowling performance, but I think Sai Tota had that game-changing spell where he picked up 2 wickets in his first over, and then after the break he came back to break a partnership and got 2 wickets in the same over. So ended up picking 4 wickets in the process. So I think Sai Tota's bowling was kind of the mojo needed in getting GLCC all out for 80.
Actually, I thought of talking about your bowling also, but I'm not talking about that one. I want teams to see that.
Sure.
Okay.
And luckily
Okay.
there is no recording too, so we can.
Okay. The last game. Sorry, we are 4 minutes
Already
over
over.
10.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the last game, and we will end it here with a quick predictions. Okay. The last game is Fighters versus Indus Thunders. Pradip, your thoughts?
Yeah. Before I go into that game, you know, Imti, I love Tejas batting. I think he's a true batsman, right?
Ravi
And
Teja,
I
you mean?
really, yeah, Ravi Teja, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I I really enjoy watching him bat because I think he's one of the few batsmen in this league that plays true batsman shots and also can hit sixes when anytime he chooses. So congrats to Ravi Teja on his 50.
So he resembles his batting style resembles exact even personality. Sanju Samson. Somehow, whenever I see Raviteja batting, he reminds me of Sanju Samson.
I will
Hmm.
pass on the the comment. No, but yeah, Teja is like absolutely fantastic to watch him bat. Actually, if he stays there for 10, 12 overs, I think the game will definitely change, and the scoreboard always keeps ticking. So that's what we always keep talking in our team huddles also, that his wicket is very important for us. But again, like that, we also want to make sure that that does not put additional pressure on him. We want the other people also to support him in that process. So
Yeah,
True,
no, I
true.
agree.
That is very important. Yeah. Now, see, one person performing every game is, started. I mean, it is possible, but it's tough.
but that's what I was saying. Like I said, in this
Yeah,
game, I think the innings by Mahesh and Arun were like crucial, because we were again
correct.
looking at a similar thing happening where Teja gets out, and then we were all like going down, but that did not happen in this game. So
So actually, I made a statement in the dugout saying that just wait for Raviteja to get out, and then there will be a collapse. That's what I told my teammates. And the moment he got out, we got quick wickets. Luckily,
so
these two ended up playing really well.
sorry to extend again, like, but maybe we should request Jagan to come and visit our games, because once he stepped into the ground, the game changed for us. So
Hmm.
Oh, my own teammate said that. So
Imti, did you guys have a bet last week?
yeah, I was
Who was
about to
gonna
talk
buy dinner?
after your Indus Thunders game. I'll bring up that point. Both their games,
All right,
I won the challenge. So yep.
all right, there you go.
oh, was there
All right,
anything like
cool.
that?
Get
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about that. Oh.
he's not even remembering it now. Okay.
well, you
Sorry,
give
let's go ahead and finish the game, and then we can
preview.
Finish the
come
game.
to
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So this was an interesting game. I thought one-sided, totally, uh, and I was shocked because I was expecting the fighters to put up some sort of a fight on this game. Um, Even though they got a shaky start, Thunders, it looks like Mr. Anirudh and Rohit stabilized the innings there in early on. And our veteran Rao Gunta putting on 14 runs, Chetan scoring a brisk 15 runs of 13 balls, set the stage for a decent total for Thunder's bowling, scoring 94. On the bowling side, Mahendra Gureddy taking 3, Anil Palireddy taking 2, and Mahesh Babu taking 2 wickets each. Yeah, so I thought 94 is a total that fighters can chase. It looks like Thunders might have found a winning formula, especially without having Manoj and Dinesh on their roster. Batting first might be the formula for winning for Thunders, because the other two games they won. Even though they won, they were too close for comfort for Thunders. Fighters chasing 94. Not a lot to write home about here. I see only one double-digit score from Mahesh. There were a few contributions by Ravi Tej and Arjun Reddy, but outside of that, it seems like the second highest was tied at 8 runs, including the extras there. But kudos to Mr. Chetan Dushyantappa for taking 6 wickets, 7 runs in 5 overs. I think that was the bowling spell that broke fighters back. Eventually, fighters did not put up any fight. Good win for Thunders, good confidence boost going into the holidays and the break week. Hopefully, they might have found a winning formula here, batting first maybe. But yeah, congrats to Chetan, all-round performance, rightfully the man of the match. So I tried to keep it short, guys. Hopefully, Sandeep Gopu is not disappointed. All right, back to you guys. I'm done.
Okay. With that,
I don't know about Gopu, but I am very happy. Thanks to Gopu and thanks to Sanjay, Jagan owes me 2 lunches now. So
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
guys.
right.
okay. See, I just got a message from Hari Parankushan. He said, "I'll give you a ride for our games." Okay, I don't need ride. Uh, all I need is some money. Okay,
To
transfer.
to
You know,
get
I see. I'm a very humble guy, so just $100 per game. Just send that money. I'll come there directly in my
And
own car.
you don't mind, yeah, and you don't mind losing to Imti about the lunch because that $100 will take care of it, right?
Oh yeah, anytime. Okay. Quick predictions, just yes or no, and if needed, we can discuss about more about these games. Um, Predictions next week. Next week I'm planning to give a break, so let's see. Um, Punjab Lions versus Scorpions. Imti,
I'll go with Lions.
Lions. Pradip, last. I mean, you picked Lions. Any change of mind there? Are you there,
You're on
Pradip?
mute if you're
Oops,
talking.
sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, so I was saying the
Okay,
battle of the Sardars. I'm going with Lions too.
Lions. Okay. Royal Challengers Detroit versus Marvels. Royal
Royal
Challengers
Challengers.
Challenge.
Detroit.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. FCC Agni versus Ratsa Riders. It was a tie 1-1. I don't remember whom you picked. Pradi.
I
Imti.
picked
Your
Riders. I picked Riders,
Riders.
I
Okay.
think.
Imti.
I'll go with Agni for this one.
Agni. Okay. Local Boys versus MI Rangers. Imti.
Mm, I would. I stuck to local boys last time, but they lost the game. Rangers, on the other hand, got a win. I think this will be a close one, but local boys might edge in this one. Local boys.
Local Boys. And actually, Pradeep picked MI Rangers, I think.
Yep, yep. I
Okay.
agree. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Vikings versus Gujarat Warriors. Gujarat Warriors all the way. Any questions there? Any
Nope.
objections?
Nope.
Okay.
Agreed.
Thunderbolts versus Phantoms. This is going to be a very good game. What do you say, Imti? Imti, are you there?
Oh, safe mute. Yeah, Thunderbolts and Thunderbolts and Phantoms again. I'm expecting a close game here too. Thunderbolts will take this one, is what I'm
I
guessing.
think Pradeep also picked Thunderbolts, if I
Yep.
remember correctly.
Right.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. Stingers versus Royal Hunkars. Royal Hunkars.
Hunkers winning their
Imti.
first game. So I
They
saw
won the
that.
first game. And
Yeah,
they won the
they should
first
thank
game.
me. They should thank me. I think so. No, but
And
really good game for them. I think good win. Uh,
yeah. See, they found the formula there. They dropped Krishna and they won.
oh, okay. Was it the first game that he did not play? Probably. If
Yeah.
that is if that is a observation, then no. All jokes aside. So Royal Hunkars versus who's the opponent?
Stingers all the way.
Yeah, Stingers. Yep.
Okay. SSK versus Spartans. SSK. Any objections?
No, SSK.
Okay.
Nope.
Bulls versus Dynamites. Bulls all the way. Any objections?
Nope.
No objections, but Dynamites I think should give fight. We don't want another one-sided affair here, please.
Okay, that's a request. Okay. It's not hope, right?
It's a hope.
Okay. Okay. Troy Hawks versus Fighters. Any
Agreed.
objections?
No, fighters all the
Okay.
way.
United Raptors versus FCC. The Crocodile. What do you guys say?
Uh, Raptors versus FCC. I think Raptors, after winning their last game, will be high on confidence. Hopefully, they get the team back. I mean, their full lineup. Raptors for me.
The Crocodile for you. Okay. What do you
I
say?
picked FCC. I think I
F-
picked FCC, and I'm going to
Oh,
stick
you
with it.
picked FCC. Okay. The Crocodile is going to bite you. This is exactly what I said in the last. Okay. Strikers versus Gladiators. Gladiators all the way. They'll be mad at them. They are mad
Uh,
at them for sure.
yeah, I think the last game will show its effect in this one, and strikers will be on the receiving end, unfortunately. But I think strikers always has been a thorn in gladiators' ways, right?
You're right. You're right. Yes.
So it
Yeah.
will be an interesting game.
Interesting. Yeah.
Definitely, strikers won't go down easily, but I think because of the last game, I think gladiators will definitely come back very strong in this. So gladiators.
Or at least very cautious, if not over. Okay, and the next one is Red Devils versus GLCC. This is very, very important game for GLCC. I don't know about Red Devils, but for
Both.
GLCC,
I,
it's
I
very,
would say
very
it's
important.
important for both. For both.
Yeah, it's going to be. And Red Devils have batting as well as bowling. When compared to GLCC, batting is good, but bowling is questionable.
Why is
What do
questionable GLCC bowling? We
you,
played
the way
against
they, say, I'm
last.
only say I always refer to the previous game, so that's how I look at it. Okay. So somehow I felt GLCC bowlers they didn't show the energy, the required energy in the key moments. That's how I felt. Okay.
Like throughout the
Uh,
game,
Yeah,
at least my observation is
mm,
last week's game, except for Rakesh Mirial, I think everybody bowled good. It's just unfortunate that they
uh,
went for runs in a couple of overs here and there, but I think they bowled really well when they were like restricting without giving a lot of runs.
actually,
yeah,
I like.
I agree with Imti. I think it was a one-off game, and GLCC Boeing will come back strong next game.
Yeah, the character will come out in the next game. Red Devils versus
Yeah.
GLCC. What do you say, Imti? Who do you pick? Give a frank answer
It's a
here.
tough one, but because of Red Devils' last two games, I am going in favor of GLCC because I think it's fizzling down for Red Devils. Unfortunately, if they don't come back to winning ways, like our trust in Red Devils might, like the confidence might go down, is what I'm saying. So GLCC based on the performances. So I'm picking GLCC.
See, I'll say GLCC will have any chance if Hitesh and Samish come back and they start bowling. Okay, that's how I put it. They'll have these two have to bowl, but I don't know how fit is these two.
Yeah,
Uh,
this
okay, Pradip,
game's
what
gonna.
do you say?
Yeah, I don't know if I can pick, but here's my observation. It's a boarding game, so expect it to be a low-scoring game.
Oh boy,
But I
yeah.
don't know. That's my thought, but I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Okay, Legends versus Thunders. I think Indus Thunders have to win this one. They'll win this one, is what I'm guessing. But but it's going to be a dogfight. Imti.
Legends versus Thunders. Very interesting game. Legends looking very good, winning both games. Thunders also won both games, right? Yes. Uh, I don't know. For some reason, I think Legends has in them to beat Thunders. I don't know. Somehow my gut feeling says Legends for this one.
Legends. Okay. Imti, what do you? Sorry, Pradeep, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Legends still.
Oh
It's
my
in
God.
GSP, so yeah, that's
Uh,
what
uh, uh,
I mean. Here's my thought. Now, no disrespect to either team. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Legends bowling is really good. Thunders is still missing key players. I don't know if they're coming back, but uh, for Thunders to going forward to win these types of games, they need Manoj and Dinesh. That's my thought, but I could be completely wrong. So I'm leaning towards
So
Legends.
okay.
So
any
hopefully
any
that'll
news
motivate
on
Goku.
these players like Manoj and
I don't
Dinesh?
know. Yeah, I don't know what's
They are
going on. Maybe they're
committed
trying
to
to
leather
avoid.
ball, is what I heard.
Okay, okay.
Mm,
Okay, and then
yeah.
there's a question. See, there's a lot of rumors going on about Dinesh Pandeti. Dinesh Pandeti, though he's in Indus roster, uh, his heart and soul is with Legends. That's what I heard. Okay, so he hasn't played a game yet. He can play for any team. Okay, so I would say even GLCC can give it a try now. Or Hari Parankusham, if you are listening, you
What
can
for
give a
Dinesh?
chance. Okay, the next game, Dinesh Pandeti. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I heard. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. The next game is Dark Horses versus KECC. I'm not asking Pradeep here. What's your pick, Imti?
Mm, is Tejas back for this game?
I can't
I think
say.
so.
Oh, you can't say. Okay.
He can't say, but I can say. I think so.
Okay. No, I would have picked KCC either ways, but I was just asking. KCC, but maybe from Dark Horses, good innings from their captain.
So mantra is same. Get Bude out cheaply and don't give any wickets to Bude. You are going. Dark Horse is going to win. As simple as that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We have depth,
No,
Uday. We
still,
have lots of we have great team. So don't worry about me.
okay. Last time, last game. That's what happened, right? They got you for cheap, and they ended up
Yeah,
winning.
but I
Okay,
got wickets, so I didn't win. We didn't win.
you got lucky there. Okay, and okay. The last game of the night is Canton Hurricanes versus Detroit Titans. Titans all the way. I mean, that's how I
Agreed.
feel it. Any objections there?
No objection. After the last game, I think
Uh,
the Titans will have full confidence going into this game.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are going to kill Canton Hurricanes, is what I'm guessing. But yeah, with that, we have finished all the games, and we took 20 minutes, 21 minutes extra, and another 2 minutes with the last words from our analysts. Imti, your thoughts before the break?
Yeah, I think we had a fantastic start the first month of the season. So really some good games, close games, very interesting season so far. Hopefully this will continue coming in the next month as well. But I think time to take a break from the game, enjoy with your families, and then come back strong for the next month and so. So, yep. Thank you all for listening, and sorry again for going over time. So, thank you. Have a good weekend, guys.
Thank you, Imti. Pradi,
Yeah,
you get one more opportunity.
ditto as MT. Enjoy the long weekend with friends and family and safe travels. But if you're going out of town, beware of construction barrels, orange barrels. But yeah, so I think going forward, the weather's going to get warmer, hotter. The pitch, unlike the spring grounds where the wickets are slower, may not be a factor going forward. Hopefully so. So I'm looking forward to some exciting cricket as we go into June, July, and August.
Okay, with that, thank you, Imti. Thank you, Pradip, and thank you all listeners. Good night. We'll meet. We'll take a break next week, and we'll meet after the games.
All right,
After the
thanks,
break.
guys. DC,
Thank you.
have a good long
Thank
Good
weekend,
you.
night.
man.
Yep. You too, buddy.
Thanks,
Yep.
Jagan.
Thank you all.
Yeah,
Thanks.
take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jagan. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.